far from being wishful thinking, it's the essence of human motivation. We, as our own Indian philosophy and probably every other philosophy argues, are infinite beings kept within a finite boundary. And we have to discover our infiniteness. And that happens through motivation. I'll give you a simple example which is not so philosophical. Roger Bannister ran at the Iffley Park race track in 1954, and he broke the mile record to 4 minutes. At that time, people were specialists in physiology and pulmonology and whatever other orgies there are, said that this is it. They were looking at it as a machine.
Yes.
And come Hisham Al-Gharooz, and he ran it in 3 minutes, 33 seconds. And there are a lot of other Hisham Al-Gharoozes who are trying to make it 3 minutes, 31. It is discovering that inner power. And since this is a Drucker forum, Drucker said this: the purpose of a business is to make ordinary people collectively do extraordinary things. Hisham Al-Gharooz. And so the challenge that we have in the next management, which, by the way, I think is a fantastic theme that the Drucker Foundation has adopted or hopefully will adopt and continue with, because we really need a new paradigm, which doesn't mean rejecting the old. Don't throw away the baby with the bathwater. We got fantastic coming out of the industrial era techniques of efficiency. Now layer it with the amplifier, which I, using a sound system metaphor, which is effectiveness. And the human being is the most difficult to understand. You can understand a machine very easily, even without studying mechanical engineering. But to understand a human being, you don't need a PhD in psychology. It
Much
might
more than
help, but I'm not saying it will. You just have to have the human connect. And somewhere in what Roger Martin was presenting a while ago,
Yes.
whether you accept his theory or not, that connect has got lost. And one of the challenges that, I'm long retired now, but with 1 million people in the company, how do you have a connect? None of Roger Martin's models will work by themselves. But without designing for it, but through the human motivation, we are the only corporation in the world where the parent company is private and all the subsidiaries are public. Nobody else has such a structure. I've tried to go through the records to see if
Why do you have that structure? What does it add?
Because the parent company tells the children company, if I use
Yes.
that metaphor, what they should not do. It doesn't tell them what they should do.
Yes.
A bit of the Hermes thing that Roger Martin was talking about.